Have you ever had the experience of buying from a brand and you felt that the company was reading your mind? They pretty much know what your behaviors are going to be. They pretty much know what you were looking into. They know your behaviors. They know your past patterns. They know your past purchases. This could sound freaky, except this is all done by the AI segmentation. AI segmentation? What the hell is AI segmentation now? AI segmentation is the biggest opportunity that any business out there today could capitalize if they want to turn around their business results when it comes to segmentation and running your ad campaigns. Earlier, we used to pick these segments manually. We classified these into audience segments based upon a lot of factors, from the data that we collected, from the data we purchased, third-party data, blah, blah, blah. And then we had to manually divide these into segments, and we ran customized ads. However, except there's a problem with manual segmentation. Lack of data, inaccuracy of data, not being able to scale it are some of the problems with manual segmentation. Manual segmentation may be flawed, but the AI-based segmentation fills these gaps by not just looking at your demographics or geographies. They also look at your behaviors. They look at the previous history. They know your patterns. They can predict your patterns, etc., etc., etc. So that's exactly where AI segmentation comes into play. Remember, this is one of the biggest opportunities for any business today advertising in digital media if they want to include AI-based solutions in their digital marketing. Probably one of the early steps that they could take is to invest in AI-based segmentation. AI segmentation is just a smarter way of segmenting things, looking at patterns, looking at behaviors, coming up with better predictions, creating better customer experiences by analyzing large amounts of customer data. Brands can understand what their customers really want. As I said, traditional segmentation has certain problems. It is time consuming. It also depends heavily on the data that you have collected, on the accuracy of the data. It is not scalable, and there's scope for human error. AI segmentation excels is in reducing the scope for manual error, and it also makes these systems very, very scalable. The more data AI has access to, the better the solutions or predictions are going to be. So data is at the center of your entire marketing efforts. And it is not just about analyzing results how we used to do it in the past manually, but this system is never ending. It never sleeps. It never stops testing. It never stops predicting. The more data the AI has access to, the better are going to be the results and the predictions. So that is one reason businesses should think on the lines of AI segmentation. For example, if you're looking at a bank, and the bank, let's say Citibank, are looking at high net worth individuals for a new scheme that they're coming up with or a savings plan. Now earlier we used to have most known way to secure these databases are to buy third-party databases or to collect first-party data or third-party data and then start advertising against these segments. However, there's a problem. It depends heavily on the accuracy of the data. Manual systems can never predict what is going to be the case with a particular segment in the future, while AI segmentation can eliminate those problems because they are looking at the data and then making a decision based upon that data. AI-based segmentation, on the other hand, could not just predict what could work for you, but it could also predict which of these segments would have a high churn based upon the previous behaviors, previous history, purchase history, their online behaviors, and then would tell you what are good segments and what are the bad segments so that you can avoid advertising on these segments. Not just that, all these segments that you have categorized or grouped based upon the AI parameters you will also be able to run ad campaigns at scale by personalizing your ad campaigns according to each of these segments at scale. Broadly talking about these AI-based segmentation, they could be classified into 4 segments. Demographic segmentation, you have geographic segmentation, you have psychographic segmentation, and you have segmentation based on the behaviors. Demographics, it is all known to us. Age, gender, education, annual income, etc. When you talk about geography, we are talking about the location of the person on a specific location, in a specific city or in a specific suburb. When you talk about psychographic segmentation, we're talking about the values of the person. We're talking about the personality of the segment. We're talking of the audiences in the segment. We're talking about the lifestyle of the audiences in the segment. We're talking about their morals. We're talking about their values. And there are a lot of companies which ran successful campaigns based upon psychographic targeting. Last but not the least, when you talk about AI segmentation, behaviors of people, their patterns, their purchase behaviors, their online history plays a really important role. That brings us to behavioral segmentation based on AI. It splits customers based upon their previous history, their loyalty towards a brand, their previous purchases, their spending habits, and their overall lifetime value. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you start your thought process when it comes to AI-based segmentation. I hope all the businesses would capitalize on that. Stay tuned. My name is Casey. Until next time. Cheers.